Hello everyone and welcome to West Wrestling and to the first episode of my new local global series. As you can see, the company name is Uproar Pro Wrestling, started and founded by the king of old school, Steve Corino. This is what the product is looking like. Basically, it's just Ring of Honor wrestling with a few changes, so gimmicks don't have any impact, and it's favorable towards getting a sponsorship. This is what our roster is looking at. Aaron Mahoney is our referee. Alex Colon is heel upper mid Carter. Colby Corino, which is Steve Corino's son. I'm going to play up into that. It's going to be a major part of storylines in the future. Like the main storylines too, for the first few phases of this company, I would say. Dan Maff, which I just hired as a road agent because he was cheap and he has good psychology. David Starr is the upper mid-card face. Drew Gulak, he's the most talented on our roster. Dustin Diamore, also known as Dustin Corino of the Heavenly Bodies. I changed his name obviously because I didn't want to correlate him with Steve and Colby Corino, but I still wanted him on the roster because I like the Heavenly Bodies. Fire Ant, which is from the Colony. Flex Freeman, Jason Cade, Joey Janela, Justin Diamore, Dustin's brother, Kai Katana, Silver Ant, he's teaming with Fire Ant as the Colony, Steve Corino, obviously, and Will Ferrara. The only title we have currently is the UPW Heavyweight title, because I don't have enough teams for a tag title, but I think that's really all we have. Oh, I should probably mention this. All of the people, except the referee, because I couldn't find any referees that were good that were in the tri-state region. But all of the people, except for maybe Colby, I don't know where Colby's based, but since it's his son, I probably made an exception. But everyone on the roster is based in the tri-state region, besides the exceptions, the few exceptions, because we are in the tri-state, and since we're a local company, I wanted to keep it moderately realistic, because we're not going to get like people from Japan coming over if we're just a local company, you know. But we can just jump right into the show right now. And also, I should probably say this before, we are going to be having two shows on this episode, Kings of Old School, and then probably Crowning Achievement, I think is what the second one is called. I'm not sure. But we're going to be having two shows, and after the first show, I'm just going to jump right into it. But here is the first ever show of Uproar Pro Wrestling. Okay, so Steve Corino comes out to the ring with a velvet sack in hand to a big pop from the small crowd. Steve says, "First off, I want to thank all of you who were able to make it out tonight and support the King of Old School's newest project. Now, we have talent from all over the tri-state area, all vying to be the top dog of Uproar Pro Wrestling. Tonight, we will crown that top dog with this." Steve Corino pulls the UPW heavyweight title out of the sack and presents it to the crowd. This got a 37. The reason he's not on screen is just because I forgot whenever I was in the Angle Rider. And now we can move on to the first match, I'm pretty sure. In a bout that had decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling, David Starr defeated Will Ferrara in 12:01 by pinfall. This got a 27. Will Ferrara only got a 21, which isn't great, but David Starr got a 31, which is a lot better than I thought it would be, and he's improving in performance. In a bout that had decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling, Joey Janela defeated Flex Freeman in 9:44 by pinfall with a handful of tights. Janela got a 30, Freeman got a 17 for a overall rating of 25. Freeman's improving, which is good. And next match, in a decent match, Alex Colon defeated Colby Corino in 9:59 by pinfall. This got a 28. Alex Colon got a 37, so that's good. It's good to know that he will be able to probably hold a title in the future, because he's one of the more talented people on the roster. Colby Corino got a 21, but I think this is the best match so far, with a 28. And Alex Colon continues his relentless assault on Colby Corino until Steve runs into the ring and breaks it up. This got a 40, and Alex Colon is learning to show more charisma, and Colby Corino is developing better performance skills. So that's good. Good rating. Happy with that. In a decent match, Drew Gulak defeated Jason Cade in 14-12 by submission with a Gulak. Drew Gulak got a 57, which is really good. And Jason Cade didn't slouch. He got a 25. And they have good chemistry. So the best match of UPW history by far with a 46. I think it's going to be a while until we beat that. Well, no, I guess because Alex Cologne's real good, and they'll probably face off once at least. No worker improvements, though, so a 46 rating to end this show, or go into the final match. But in a decent match, Drew Gulak defeated Alex Cologne, Joey Janela, and David Starr in 15-36 when Drew Gulak defeated David Starr by submission with a Trailblazer after blatantly cheating. Drew Gulak wins the UPW heavyweight title, and he carried the match as in-ring performance. It's got a 44. Alex Cologne and Janela are both improving in performance. Cologne got a 33, Janela got a 34, Gulak got a 55, and Starr got a 36. So yeah, this was a good title match, and good first champion, the most talented on the roster by far, and he's not that expensive, which is always good. Gulak grabs the title forcefully from the ref and says, "You see this? This is just a representation of my greatness. This is proof that I am the greatest wrestler in the entire world. This is a symbol of me doing whatever I need to do in order to win. This, you disgusting pigs, is only a taste of what's to come." Gulak leaves the ring with the title and stares down Steve Corino. So a little bit of animosity between Corino and Gulak, and this got a 33 rating. I think this was based off his overness, so that's probably why. And a 41 for the first show rating. And it didn't actually cost that much, because we have like 4,000 in the bank, and on the analysis it said it only cost like 3,200, so it is going to be a little while before we can hold another show, but this was definitely a good way to start off. I will make a speech. Drew Gulak's obviously going to get some great praise, because he definitely carried the show. I guess I'm gonna tell Colby that he could have done better. I mean, he did good, but could have done better, you know. Flex Freeman's gonna be told that they could have done better. And now we can get into the second show. So we'll just cut to that right here.
I told you.
Alright, so the second show, UPW Shockwave, starts off with Steve Corino standing in the ring with a mic. Steve says, "Now, I know a lot of you are upset with our current and first champion, but hopefully we can fix that tonight." Suddenly, Gulak's music hits. Gulak says, Steve, you can't possibly be talking about me. These people love me. I am the greatest champion they've ever seen. I am their champion. I am their king. And Uproar Pro Wrestling is my castle." Suddenly, a familiar tune hits as Dalton Castle emerges from the back. Steve says, "Drew Gulak, meet your first challenger, Dalton Castle." Gulak and Castle have a heated confrontation, but Drew slides out of the ring before things get ugly. This got a 40 rating. It was based on Gulak's, his overness and Corino's microphone. No worker improvements. And on to the first match. In a bout that had decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling, Jason Cade defeated Will Ferrara in 13-19 by pinfall. Cade had 25, Ferrara had 21, but they don't have very good chemistry. But they're both improving. Ferrara in technical, Cade in rumble. It's got a 24. In a decent match, Joey Janela defeated David Starr in 13-50 by pinfall with a surprise cradle. Starr got a 30, Janela got a 34. And this for the 31 rating of the match. This was really just to keep David Starr strong, but give Janela a little bit of a push. In a bout that had decent reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling, Alex Cologne defeated Kai Katana in 10-02 by submission. Kai Katana was really off his game, but they do have pretty good chemistry, and a 15 and a 38, or 35, sorry, and that led to a 28 rating. Worker improvements, Kai Katana is improving in technical and performance, so it didn't have a very good match at all. but he's improving still, so that's good. In a bout that had great heat and decent wrestling, Dalton Castle defeated Drew Gulak in 16:27 by pinfall. Dalton Castle wins the UPW Heavyweight Championship. Dalton Castle sustained a dislocated shoulder, so that's great. Crown him champion and he automatically dislocates his shoulder. This match got a 49, Gulak got a 54, Castle got a 39, and you're probably wondering why I had to take the title off Gulak, because, I mean, he was definitely the best and best value 100% wrestler on the roster. I just had to take the title off him because he signed a written deal with WWE, and his contract ends in a couple of days, so I wanted to work it into kind of a storyline. Or not work him being signed, but I didn't want to just have to vacate the title, because I don't like whenever companies do that, but Castle is improving in Rumble skills. 49, I think that's the best match we've had so far, and a pretty good way to end off this show. Dislocated shoulder isn't great, but he should be in action for the next show, if I'm thinking correctly. This show got a 42, probably mainly because of the Dalton Castle's Drew Gulak stuff, because their angle and their match were the two highlights of the night. Obviously, Drew Gulak gets high praise, and same with Dalton Castle. He held his own, and especially on such short notice, I guess. And I'm gonna tell Kai Katana he could do better. But that's the end. That's gonna end off the first episode of this new Local Global series. Very happy that I finally got this off the ground. I've been trying to do this for quite a while now, and hopefully you guys watch and you like. If you did like it, please feel free to like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys next time.